Hi there, Lisa. I hope everything is going well for you today. This is Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who they can trust. I have found by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and asking me to help them grow. So by the end of this video, you've liked what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that I can help your business with. Shoot me a message back and we can chat. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition, which are content, citations, and backlinks. Let's start with content. So most business owners know that they need content, but they don't know that Google prefers for there to be 1,500 to 2,400 words on the homepage. And not only that, the content needs to have the right keywords in them. Google likes this because it gets them to know what your business is and its purpose. And right now, you guys are looking at 629 words. And by content, this is what I'm referring to. So everything you see highlighted here is what Google scans when they read your website. Yes, including pictures. So you want to make sure when photos are uploaded onto your website that they have the appropriate keywords embedded into them. All right. Excuse me. And this is the top animal hospital in your area, Bonsack Animal Hospital, which I'm sure you're aware of. And we're going to take a look at how many words they have. They're sitting at 833. Now you're probably wondering, well, what the heck, what do you mean like keywords? Don't I already have those? And keywords are basically special words that people search up each month to help resolve their concerns with. And you don't just want any keywords, onto your website. And I'm actually going to give you an example. This over here is SEMrush. This is a site that helps me to look at the back end of things, basically to what Google likes to look at when they're ranking a site. And let's take a look at let's take a look at your keywords. All right, so here are some of your keywords. You guys are ranking for 34 at the moment. And so these keywords are actually not the most optimized for people who are trying to find you, or it's not the most ideal because you don't want people only finding you because of your name. Think about, people who, not everybody knows your name, so you want to have, different types of keywords onto your website. And just to give you an example of what I mean, we're going to take a look at your competitor, Bonsack Animal Hospital. Let's take a look at their keywords. They're ranking for 491 keywords. And these keywords right here are a good example of keywords that you would want on your homepage because it gets Google to know, who you are. So for example, let's try to look at the first one. All right. Okay. So as you can see, you guys do not have this keyword at all on your website. And then we're just going to take a look at your competitor. And as you can see, they have it on their website twice. So in order for you to actually catch up, you'd want to put Bonsack Animal Hospital on your homepage more times than your competitor. So more than 2 times. So maybe like 3, 4, or 5 times on there, just to get ahead of them. But yeah, you want to put keywords like that. And next what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this keyword because it's actually the highest one. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it into Google. And now we're going to just go over this page and we're going to get into the second thing that I find important, that Google finds important, and these are citations. So you're probably wondering, well, what is a citation? A citation is basically a business's name, address, and phone number. This is also known as the map pack. And basically, I do have a picture to describe what I mean. So you basically want to have your name, address, and phone number across hundreds of directories. So like City Star, Yelp, BBB, Facebook, you want to put them in many of them because this is what Google looks at to see your relevance and, to gain more, so that they can get to know your business more. And in order for you to to dominate your competition in this, you actually want to be in the top 3 results, because this is where people click. Think about yourself as, a person who's looking for a service. We typically click on the first 3. Most people don't even click on more businesses. So in order to do that, we want to get more than what our competitor does. And you're probably wondering, well, how do I do that? So there are actually tools out there that allow us to take a look at what our competitors' citations are. And what we would do is we would go and match those citations, and not only match them, since we want to dominate them, we're going to want to double it. So we're going to want to add like 50 to 100 more for you guys, just so that it takes a while for your competitors to catch up. Right? And right down here is the third thing I like to discuss with you guys, which is the which are backlinks, or another word for them is link juice. And this is basically the third pillar that will really help you to dominate on Google. And to give you some more details, so when we searched up Roanoke Animal Hospital, you guys actually are, which I'm pretty sure you're aware, you're not on the first page on Google, and there's reasons why. And it comes down to backlinks. It comes down to, your authority. And a backlink is basically when a website links to another website online. So it's basically like you'll have a site A that's linking to site B. Then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. It's basically like a vote of confidence. And in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So, for example, if you have a local blog about, about dogs or cats, that's a lot more valuable than, getting something like a Pizza Hut, linking back to you guys, because you guys don't sell pepperoni last time I checked. So we want to be careful with the type of backlinks we do get. And over here on SEMrush, this is a good tool. This is a tool that we can use to take a look at your backlinks. And right now you guys are sitting at 111. And then now we're going to take a look at your competitor. And they have 944. And you're probably wondering, well, how do we get these? And with certain tools, we can actually see exactly the sites. We can actually see which sites are linking to these. So I think scroll down to. Okay, these are some examples. So we would basically do the same thing with sites as we did with citations. So we will go and we will grab those backlinks for you guys, and we would also want to dominate our competitors. So we would want to get 50 to 100 more for that. So getting to the top is not magic; it's just a method, and I've actually shown you that method today. So once again, in closing, we went over content. Your front page needs to have at least 1,500 words. Citations, you guys want 200 to 300 of these to beat out your competition by a landslide. And link juice, you want more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google that you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you could be number 1 across Google. So I bet you're wondering, well, what do I do now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today, and you can do this on your own, and I'm cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. Again, my name is Courtney, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.